Today we remember Saint Mary the Virgin. I'll be honest with you, I've always found it rather unfortunate that part of Mary's name is the Virgin, that we have to define her by whether or not she had sex, because she's so much more than that. And we certainly don't do that with the men. We don't say Peter the Virgin and John the man who had sex a lot. But Mary, for some reason, is defined by her virginity because we're trying to say that God came to her and became a human being through her, and that God was incarnate through her while she was a virgin. But Mary, the woman, was so much more than just a virgin. She was a woman who raised the Son of God. And she was a woman who watched as her child died before her eyes. And she was a woman who watched as her son rose from the dead and led people to God. There is no one who has experienced Christ more closely, more intimately than his mother. And therefore, she is one of the greatest of all the saints. Really one of the only people who could really say, "This is my body, this is my blood." So let us think about the amazing faithfulness of this woman who was willing to have this child, willing to let him grow up to become something that she could not even conceive, willing to suffer incredibly, perhaps even more than Jesus. For a mother to watch her child die, I think, is even worse than the dying of the child. Her pain was extraordinary. She did all of that for us. And without her, we too would never know who Jesus was and is. So we give thanks for this woman in all of her roles, for being one of the greatest witnesses of Christ and his love for us.